Hey guys, it's Kevin again. This can be another classic movie review for you guys, and I was not expecting to review this movie to you guys. I was basically scrolling through Encore Play because, as you guys know, I do watch these movies on either Netflix, HBO Go, Showtime Anytime, Stars Play, or Encore Play, and randomly, I found a movie that I've been looking for the longest time. Like, seriously, I have been looking for this movie like crazy, and I'm like, I need to watch this right now. I got so excited, and that movie I'm reviewing for you guys is the 1986 dramedy classic Stand By Me. Now, Stand By Me, I was really looking forward to watching this film. I heard it's an amazing film, and I just really, really wanted to see it. Especially after watching My Girl, I really wanted to see it. I'm like, after watching My Girl, I'm like, I need to see Stand By Me. And I watched Stand By Me, and overall, what did I think of Stand By Me? I think Stand By Me is definitely a classic. It is an amazing movie. I do think it's a little bit overrated, but overall, I do think it's a very good film. No, it is not my favorite of the classic movies I reviewed. That is probably still Goodfellas, but this movie still was fantastic, and I really did enjoy it. So what's the basic plot of this movie? It's a pretty simple plot, actually. It's really not that hard to explain. Basically, it's a bunch of boys in the summer, and it's kind of like a nostalgia sort of movie because this boy, this guy, what's his name? His name is Gordy. He is narrating his life in the 1960s when he was 12 and he had all these friends. You know, he's kind of 1959. He's kind of narrating his life and everything, narrating about his life, and he's kind of recounting the events and the fun that he had in that period of time. And basically, in that period of time, him and his friends, they hear about this dead body that nobody has found, and they just want to have some fun. So they go on this sort of like hike and adventure to try to track down this dead body, try to find where it is, and that's basically what the movie's about. They want to try to find where it is, and along the way there are some little backstories and flashbacks and things like that, which I really like about the movie. But that's basically what the movie is, and you know what? It's a very simple movie, it's a very simple plot, but it's a very good movie. And I'll talk about why the movie is so good when we get to, sort of like what the movie's about. But let's first get to the acting in this movie. The acting in this movie is very good. Most of the people who are in this movie went on to become very, very successful. Basically, I don't want to say anyone that really stood out, because not a lot of people really stood out, in my opinion. Everyone really stood out. I don't really say that, my only complaint with this movie is that no one really stood out for me. Everyone was very good, but, Jerry O'Connell, though, he was very funny in the movie as, Vern. I believe he was the part, I don't mean to be rude here, but the fat one. He was the one who ate all the pies. Whoever that one was, he was very funny. But Will Wheaton as Gordy, he is our main star here. He was very good in the movie. I really liked his storyline. He has this huge thing going on, basically, where he kind of feels guilty about his funeral, about one of his brothers dying or something like that. There was a funeral, and, his father said, that should have been you, and everything, and he got really upset about it and everything, so basically, he kind of felt bad about that, and that was a really big storyline, so I really felt sympathy for his character, and I liked his character, and I liked seeing his narration as well. You really saw the fun that he had with his friend. You could see a real bond between all of them. They did a very good job with that. Some of the big stars in this movie, by the way, are Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, Kiefer Sutherland. Yes, Jack fucking Bauer is in this movie. Oh my god, Jack Bauer's in this. Yeah, 24. Gotta love 24. Love 24. But John Cusack and Richard Dreyfuss, a lot of big stars in this movie, were in this movie. So yeah, a lot of big stars were in this movie. And he actually plays the adult Gordy. So yeah, but, that's the acting. Not too much to say about the acting. The directing in this movie was very good. Rob Reiner is a fantastic director, in my opinion. He really knows his stuff when it comes to these coming-of-age movies. He really knows his stuff. He has done quite a lot of movies. He did, after this, he would go on to do The Princess Bride and When Harry Met Sally. And most recently, he did Flipped, which also was in the 1960s. And he does a very good job with showing these, nostalgic movies in a way. Like, it sort of just shows this movie, the whole point of this movie is to show the importance of friendship and the bond of friendship, and sort of like that time when you have, you know, like, you really are that close with people. You love that friendship that you're in, you know, that group of people that you can always count on. That's what the movie's really about. It's about the friendships, the friends that you have, and the friendship that you have. That's really what the movie's really all about, and that's really what's fantastic about the movie. It's really a simple plot, but it's a very good, effective movie because of that. Now, there aren't like many spoilers or anything, so I can't really say any spoilers really. Of course, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys figure out that they do find the dead body. You can pretty much figure that out. There is one thing towards the end. Of course, we do find out that his kids actually, you know, at the end of the movie, we see him typing on a computer about, and this was just, this is where the movie just, this part almost made me cry because it was really effective. You know, we found out that the narration was actually a memoir that he was typing about his friends. It was like a novel he was writing on a computer. And he then went out to play with his kids, and you hear what all his friends are doing over the years. And what I really love about this part of the movie was it really showed that even though they're not as close, they're still friends over the years. It really shows that that bond you have with friends is a bond that can't be broken. It stays that way throughout the time that you live, and I just think that was a very, very good message in the movie. The movie did a very good job with portraying that. Also, this movie has a fantastic score. You really feel like you're in the 1959. They did a very good job portraying that, and I really loved the way they portrayed that in this movie. They did a very good job portraying that, definitely. That was one of the best parts of this movie, was the way they portrayed that. So yeah, that was also very good. The editing was very good. Also, this movie's based on a book by Stephen King, and man, is he a good writer. I mean, he's done so many great things. Shining, which I will be reviewing for you guys. It's coming on HBO next Tuesday, so I'll be reviewing it then. Not Clockwork Orange. That was Stanley Kubrick. Shawshank Redemption, which, you know, I reviewed that for you last year. If you guys want to check that out with my high-pitched voice and all, you guys can go check that out. He's done quite a lot of stuff. He did The Stand, a lot of fantastic stuff. This is one of more of his, like, not as horror type of stories. This is more of just a sentimental movie, really, and you know, most people think of Stephen King for his horror, but this movie is not a horror movie. Yes, it does have the plot of finding a boy who was killed, finding a boy that was killed and finding a dead body. But other than that, it has nothing to do with horror. It's all about the power of friendship. And I think that's great that Stephen King did that. It really shows the diversity that he has and what a great author he is. And that's great about the movie. And I think the movie definitely did. I didn't read the book, but I'm sure the movie did do justice to the book because Stephen King would have wanted it to. I know Stephen King was pissed about The Shining, though. I do know that. So, you know, he was pissed about The Shining, but I don't know if they did the same thing with Stand By Me. That's the only thing I know. But overall, I really enjoyed Stand By Me. There isn't too much else I can say about it. It's really not a movie that I can personally review. It's a hard movie to review, believe it or not, because there's not a lot of, like, plot that happens in it. It's more of just them. We find out things about them. You know, we see the friendship that they have. That's really what the movie is. It's just the friendship that they have and the importance of friendship, and that's what the movie's about. But let me know what you guys saw as Stand By Me. You know, it really is a true classic. I absolutely love it, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. So that's it for my review of Stand By Me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm going to try to do at least one more classic movie review for you guys. I might do it today or tomorrow. We will see. But I'm going to watch the next one right now, so I'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.